welcome to the Mike Less Farmhand Mike YouTube channel. A farming and outdoor channel that I started in 2012 that now has over 1,600 videos and thanks to you has over 180,000 subscribers with 100+ million total views and over 12 million hours of total watch time. I am filming and uploading new content all the time, so come along for the ride. How about a sweet corn harvest video? In this video, I am out at McMaster Farms in Columbiana, Ohio, who has been growing sweet corn for a long time. This is an aerial view of their home farm where all the sweet corn comes in from the field on the wagon and they package it, box it up right here, and get it ready to ship to local grocery stores and markets all over Ohio and other places. Each day during sweet corn, they start picking corn out in the field around 4 a.m. and they start packing it around 6 a.m. In this video, we'll start out in the field. I didn't get out here till about 6 a.m. after it was daylight so I could film. They had several loads picked already. We'll watch them pick for a bit, and then I'll come back to the barn here, and we'll watch them unload the corn and grade it. This is one of 3 corn pickers they have. I will show you the other 2 pickers later on in the video. They did get a brand new one you'll see coming up, and then they have an old uni system with a Byron harvester on it. This machine here is a Pixel Big Jack corn puller, taking 4 rows of sweet corn at a time. They're side loading into the wagons here, being pulled by their John Deere 4455 tractor. This field that they're picking the sweet corn in is approximately 8 miles from the home farm where they're grading the corn. So they are pulling the wagons out of the field here with the tractor, and then they will unhook them, and then they got trucks running back and forth from the field to the farm. Once the wagons are hauled from the field back to the farm, they push them up to this conveyor where they can have 2 different wagons at one time. The corn is then unloaded into the conveyor where it goes inside. It is separated, graded, and then packaged up in a box, chilled, and then ready for market. The picker does a pretty good job of just putting ears of corn in the wagon, but there sometimes still is leaves and some stalks attached to the corn that is pulled out here. When the corn goes in here, it's also being graded where there's smaller ears. Any damaged ears are pulled out, and then they have conveyors inside it. They throw any of that stuff on, and then it's conveyored over into a manure spreader, and then that stuff would be spread back on the field for organic matter. I'll just fly around here, we'll look a little more, and then I will take a camera through the barn and show you that process. Now, here's where the corn is dumped onto the grading table. Here's one of the conveyors for smaller ears, any stalks, damaged ears, stuff like that that'll go out to the spreader. Once the corn comes in, they are separated out the good ears, putting them on this conveyor where they will go down to a grading table, and then the corn will be boxed up. You'll see that in a little bit. Then the corn makes it down to this turntable here, where these guys will pull the ears off. They're packaging it in a box. I was told 4 dozen to a box. When the boxes of corn are full, they get loaded onto a pallet. That pallet is wrapped up, and then that corn will be transported with a forklift over and run through a chiller. I was told the water in the chiller is approximately 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Here's the other end of the chiller as the corn is coming out. From here it will be loaded up onto a truck and shipped to market. I'm now showing the conveyor that is taking the smaller ears, damaged ears, stalks, stuff like that out to the spreader. Once this spreader is full, they can take this outside. They have another tractor and spreader outside that will be backed in its place. Here's just another view of the grading table from the other side. Here's the other tractor and spreader. And of course, they do have corn for sale here as well, so local people can come in and buy it from this stand. Here's a look at one of their pickers. This is a new idea uni-system with the Byron harvester with a 4-row head on it. They used to pick all their sweet corn with this. They've since upgraded, but they still keep this machine for a backup just in case something would happen to one of the other machines. It's worth more to them as a backup than it would be to try to sell it. Here's a look at their newest picker. This was not being used the day I was here. Hopefully I make it back here and catch this before the season is over, and there's always next year. Once I fly around it with the drone here, then I'll take the GoPro, we'll walk up a little closer and have a better look. The corn head on this picker is very similar to the picker that was running earlier in the video. Of course, you can see the back part of it's different, but I believe the head, in theory, is pretty much the same thing. This picker here is an Oxbow. The other one out in the field was a Pixel. I believe Oxbow has since acquired Pixel. And of course, when you're growing sweet corn, if it doesn't rain, you have to be prepared to irrigate. That's going to wrap up this sweet corn video. If you did like this video, feel free to go down there and hit that like button and leave a comment. If you're new to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you go down there and hit that subscribe button and check back often. I'm always uploading new content here to my YouTube channel. And if you want to see more of what I'm doing, you can also follow me along on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Farmhand Mike. As always, thank you for watching and supporting my social media.